everyone, today 21. So we're going to do all of today standing actually. And we're going to begin with our breathing, but I want to make sure that you've got your posture right first because it's so important. A lot of us tend to stand with our bottom stuck out, so our back, there's a lot of pressure going onto our back here. If you want to tilt the tailbone in and under slightly, bringing your back flat. And you don't want your neck to be doubled out either. You want to bring your neck and chin back into line. Shoulders are rolled down in towards your back. So you want to be standing nice and tall and straight in your posture. And we're just going to begin with breathing up, but as we take our arms up and bring our palms together, we're going to gaze up. Now, if you find yourself, I know some people get dizzy looking up, then you just look ahead whenever we take the arms up. So we're going to be inhaling arms up, gazing at our hands, and then exhaling the arms down and looking down. So we're working into our neck here as well. So when you're ready, you're going to have the feet together or slightly apart, whatever's more comfortable. Tailbone tilted in and under. Breathing in, bringing the arms up. And exhaling, bringing the arms down, taking your gaze down. Once again, breathing in, arms come up, gazing up if you can, exhaling, taking the gaze down. Once again, breathing in, and breathing out, taking the gaze down. Another 2 times, breathing in, taking the gaze up, exhaling, taking the gaze down. Last time, breathing in, and exhaling, breathing out. You want to be aware too when you're standing that the weight is even on both feet, because a lot of us tend to stand on one foot heavier and we don't realise, so be aware if you're keeping the weight even on both your feet. So now we're going to take our arms out to the side. You can step your feet a little bit wider for this. And you want to imagine that you've got a pole running right through your shoulders and arms. So you can't move your arms, you've got to stay like this. So we're going to take an inhale. And as you exhale, hinge. So keep your arms in that T shape. Inhale back up. Exhale to the opposite side. Inhaling up, exhaling down. So we're stretching down our side body here. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more each side. Inhaling up, exhaling, inhale up. Exhale, bringing yourself back to the T shape. You can bring your arms down, give your shoulders a little roll to release any tension that you may have been holding. Now we're going to have either a ball or a cushion will do for this, something that you can squeeze in between your hands, because when we squeeze it helps our core engage. So you're going to have your feet just about hip width apart. As I say, be aware that the weight is even on both your feet, and you're going to come onto the toes of the right foot now. You're going to squeeze into the ball or your cushion, and we're just going to take that knee up, and then we're going to slowly take the foot down, swap on to the opposite side, bringing the left knee up, coming down. So there's a bit of balance involved here, so you need to keep your focus as well. Knee up and down. Keep squeezing into the ball or your cushion, as I say, or a block. And again, the right leg coming up and down. Coming up place the ball down. So it's good, as I say, if we squeeze something, it helps to engage your core, which is another reason why when we're doing tree pose, you know, when you're squeezing your hands together, it helps to lock up these muscles here. So we will go on to trying our tree pose. Now I will give you the option, if you find balance very difficult, you can always stand against the wall to give you a bit more support. And it's more about taking that hip out, so you can have your foot on the calf muscle or above the knee joint, but not on the knee joint, or you're going to damage your knee. So you choose. So I want you to get your weight even on both feet to begin with. Make sure your pelvis is tilted in and under, your core is engaged. Come on to the toes of the right foot. You can engage chin mudra, which is first finger and thumb, because it helps you to focus. And you want to just pick a spot slightly in front of you, so you're just gazing out in front of you towards something on the floor. Pick a spot to focus on. Focus on your breath as well. And then when you're ready, you're going to lift that foot off, place it below or above the knee joint, but keep the hip rotated outwards. So you can stay here if that's enough for you. Or you can bring the arms up overhead, palms kissed together, and you bring the hands down to heart center. So remember, squeezing the hands is helping to engage your core too. And you may wobble a bit, but that's fine. That's your core trying to stabilize you, so your core is then working to stabilize you. Concentrate on your breath. It's just like going into a little daydream. Slowly release the feet, release the hands. We'll try the opposite side. Now sometimes if you are standing on a mat, some of the mats now are quite thick, so actually they make you more wobbly. So if you want to stand on the solid floor, it sometimes is better as well. So come on to the toes of the left foot. Engage your chin mudra, first finger and thumb. And again, take that foot up, place it below or above the knee joint with the hip rotated out. Pick your spot to focus on. Once you feel steady enough, you can bring the arms up, overhead, palms kiss, and bring the hands down to heart center. Focus on your breath. Balancing postures are very good for calming the mind, for the simple reason that, you can't, I'm trying to talk, and this is the thing, you can't actually think about anything while you're balancing. You've got to clear your mind, so it's why it's difficult for me to talk and continue talking while balancing myself. So it helps to calm the mind, you focus on your breath, and it improves your focus as well. So we're going to step our feet wide, and we're just going to wrap our hands around, letting them flop on our body, and then you're going to take one up to your shoulder. This helps stimulate the lymphatic system. It helps to loosen up the whole spine, get the blood flow to the spine, which is so important, as obviously all the nerves run down the spine. So it's so important, the spine. And let your hands just come back to normal. So we're going to do our triangle pose now. So turning your right foot 90 degrees, you bring the left foot slightly in, and you want to try and keep your legs straight in this one. Now if you have bad knees and you need to keep a micro bend in your knee, that's fine. But if you can keep your legs straight, then do. You bring your arms up to shoulder height, but remember to relax them away from your ears. You don't want to have them up here. Relax them down. And what you do is you're reaching out towards the wall first. Then you let that hand come down to where it will go, whether it be on your thigh, whether it's on the inside of your calf muscle. If you've got high blood pressure, just keep that top hand on your hip. Otherwise, you want to be reaching up towards the ceiling. The palm facing outwards. And you want to feel that you're not dumping into the ground. You want to feel like you're lifting up, so you'll get a real stretch right down the side of your body here. And a good gauge to know if you're in the right position is if you look down, you should be just above your leg and your foot. So if your head's too far to the right or too far to the left, you need to bring yourself up a little bit, or else down a little bit. So your head should be over your foot. So take 2 more breaths here. Also, you can gaze down, you can gaze straight ahead, or you can gaze up, whatever's comfortable for your neck. And slowly bend into that knee, coming up. Rotate the feet forward so that your feet are in line with the mat now. Place the hands behind. So bringing the shoulder blades in towards one another, hinging from your hips forward. Again, if you need to have a micro bend in your knee, you can. You can either hold on to your elbows or rest the hands to the floor. Again, if you've got high blood pressure, don't let your head drop below your hips. You keep your head at hip level. So you choose your option, take a few breaths. And slowly bend into your knees, push into all 4 corners of your feet and come up to standing. Now we're going to rotate our feet in the opposite direction. So taking the left foot 90 degrees, the right foot comes in slightly with the toes pointing forward slightly. Bring the arms up to shoulder height, but relax them away from your ears. So remember, we're reaching out first and then taking that hand down. Rotating the palm up, either hand is on the hip or else reaching up towards the ceiling. Breathing into your side. And then bring the hands down, pushing into the front knee. Once again, rotate the feet forward. This time I'm going to get you to interlace your fingers behind your back. Push your knuckles down to stretch across the front of your chest first. And again, you're going to hinge from your hips, keeping your back long and straight. If you need to bend your knees a little, you can. So you can either rest your hands on your back if that's enough, or else you can bring your arms up to stretch across your shoulders. And then release the hands down to your back, bend into the knees, slowly coming up, stepping the feet together. So I'm going to get you just, if you're comfortable while you're standing, just closing your eyes down. I know everyone isn't, so again, you choose. And just becoming aware of your posture, becoming aware if you're standing more heavily on the right foot or the left, try and bring the weight even on both your feet. You want to have your legs active, your quads are active, and your pelvis is tilted in and under. So your core is engaged, your back and spine is lengthened. And then just rotating the shoulder blades in towards one another as you rotate the palms forward. Be aware of your shoulders. If you're holding one shoulder lower than the other, try and bring them into alignment. Coming up the neck, being aware if you're sticking your jaw out, bring your jaw back in line so that your spine is in line and you're not putting all the pressure of your skull onto your neck. So just be aware of how you're feeling after that, any tingling. And slowly you can open your eyes. So that was a good one to stretch out our legs, to work our legs, and for our posture and spine. So I hope you enjoyed. That's a bit more of an energetic one, so you should feel you have a bit more energy now. I will see you tomorrow for day 22. So namaste and enjoy the rest of your day or the rest of your evening. Bye for now.